shalom. Peace, peace, family. Now, I posed the question on my Instagram page asking what topic should I speak on for my YouTube channel. And somebody asked me, why did I start music? Why did I start writing? So I'll start out by saying I always love music. I always love rap, hip-hop, R&B, pop, a little bit of country, jazz, reggae, a little bit of everything. But predominantly rap and hip-hop. Some of the artists I grew up listening to, some of my favorites was Tupac, Nas, DMX, Lauryn Hill, the Fugees, the Roots, Mobb Deep. Too many to list right now, but those are the main ones who I really took a liking to. And what inspired me to start writing myself was just listening to these different artists tell their stories. And some of the things that they would say, I could relate to. Like, I would listen to the music and I'd be like, man, I see that too. I can go outside my door and I see some of the stuff that they talking about. So it drew me in more. So, because, as a kid, like, you seeing these artists on TV and magazines and you thinking, like, they untouchable, like, they just this huge star, like, you can't get close to. But listening to their music, it really drew me in. Like, man, I can relate to what they saying because I'm seeing the same things, and I'm like, man, they telling their story. They telling their story in a cool type of way. And I've always been a shy person, an anti-social person when I was a kid, especially when I was a kid. So I was like, man, I would love to just tell my story. I would love to write and say what's on my mind, say what's on my chest. So that's what inspired me to start writing, just hearing these different artists, Tupac, Nas, Lauryn Hill, just many DMX. Like, I would just listen to them. I'd be like, man, they expressing their pain. They expressing, a lot of the feelings and the energy that I'm feeling, but I don't know how to get it out, because I didn't talk a lot. I didn't really I had friends, but I wasn't like, I wouldn't open up. Like, I wasn't a person that would just open up to you, so I feel like even as a kid, I realized like I needed that outlet to be able to get the stuff that I was thinking about out, getting the stuff that was on my chest, getting it out, so I got a notebook. I just started writing. I wasn't trying to use punchlines. I wasn't trying to use bars. I really wasn't even trying to rhyme. I was just trying to get how I was feeling onto a piece of paper just so I can see it, so I can visually see it, like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Like, on my sad days, my mad days, like, I would just turn to writing, and somewhere along the way, it turned into, stuff actually sounding good together, actually rhyming and sounding like, you could do a little something with it. But at first it wasn't me trying to be a rapper. It wasn't me trying to actually rhyme. It was just me trying to figure out a way to get what's inside of here and what's inside of here, get it out. So that's why I started writing. And it's this one song by Coolio called Gangsta's Paradise, and that's always been one of my favorite hip hop songs of all time. And he would say some of the lyrics was minute after minute, hour after hour, everybody running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I gotta learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. And that song right there, like, it did something to me. I think I was about like 8 or 9 at the time, when that song came out, and it hit me in a different way, just because when I would go to school, I'll sit back and I'll be looking at the people, the teachers. I'm like, they don't look like me. They don't resemble me. They don't resemble, the people I see walking in my neighborhood every day. Like, how can you understand what I'm feeling inside? You feel me? Like, granted, like, they teachers, like, they just there to teach you, what I'm saying, your math, your reading, whatever, but it's like, they trying to make it seem like they understand, but you don't understand.